video will take us through Objective 66, word problems for perimeter. These are the ones that seem to be giving us the most fits, are the triangle and the perimeter one, where they give us the perimeter and then they give us information regarding the sides, and we kind of have to reformulate the equation using the formula. So the first one is a triangle has a perimeter of 63 inches. Find the lengths of the three sides if one side is 23 inches longer than the shortest side and the third side is 3 times the length of the shortest side. So to help us out with this, it's easier if you draw a picture. And if you draw a picture of a right triangle, what we don't know is we do not know the information regarding the shortest side. So that's going to be our x. From here we can work the other two sides that we know. We know that our perimeter formula for a triangle is, in this case, side plus side plus side. And we know that the perimeter is 63 inches. From here we're going to take the additional information that one side is 23 inches longer than being adding the shortest side. So we can write that as, we're going to put that over in the triangle. Longer than, again when we see the word then, we're going to flip it around. So x plus 23, x representing the shortest side. And the last one is, the third side is 3 times the length of the shortest side. So 3 times the shortest side would just be 3x. So this is kind of what we're going to end with when we get our answer for our x to substitute in. So we're going to put in our sides that we have. So we know that we have one side that's x. We have another side that's x plus 23. And we have the third side, which is 3x. And again, I'm just using parentheses to show you the sides for this. So at this point, we're going to deal with our like terms. So we have a 1x here, 1x here, and 3x's here. So I have 1 plus 3, which is going to give us 5x, plus our 23, because our 23 doesn't have any x's on it. And then I'm bringing down our 63. Now we're back to a two-step equation. So we take and get rid of the 23. So these two will cancel out. We're left with 5x. We subtract the 2, gives us 40. We're going to divide by 5. And we find out that our shortest side is 8. So what we're going to do next is we go up and we say, okay, well, this is going to be 8. This would be 3 times 8. So our other side would be 24. And then we'll substitute our 8 in for the x here. And 8 plus 23 would give us 31. So the sides of our triangle are 31, 24, and 8. Our second one is a rectangle. We're going to do 2 of these, and the first one is going to deal with addition. Second one will deal with subtraction, so you can see the difference of that. This one you don't really need a drawing for it, but you do need the formula for perimeter. So we're going to use P equals 2 length plus W. And in our equation we know that our 58 is our perimeter. We know that our 2 is constant. And then we're just going to expand this out, because right here is where we have the additional information. And we're going to use the letters in the equation to make it for like terms later on. So in this case we have 5 inches more than 2 times the width. Now that is our length. So our length is 5 inches. Again, here's that then. So we're going to say 2 times the width. So we're going to use 2w plus our 5. Now that's going to go in just for the L. So we're going to do another parentheses. So 2w plus 5. And then we have our w here. So again, this is now this for what we found in the sentence. So now you have a choice. You can either do distributive property first and then take care of like terms, or vice versa. You can take care of like terms for that. I'm going to take care of like terms to just shrink it down a little bit. So we have 58 equals. I'm going to bring my 2. So my like terms here are 2w and 1w, which gives me 3w plus our 5. So that takes care of our like terms. And my second step is I'm going to distribute. So I have 58 equals 2 times 3 is 6w, 2 times 5 is 10. And now I'm down to a two-step equation where again I'm going to take here and take away the 10 from both sides equals 6w. I'm going to subtract the 2, which gives me 48. I'm going to divide by 6, cancel, and I'm going to find that my width is 8. So this is why we kept the w in here. Now we're going to take our w and put it back up in this equation. So we'll just do this off to the side here. So we have our length equals 2. Now we know that our width is 8 plus our 5. So we're going to take that, get 16 plus 5. So our length is 21. So we have our two answers for the rectangle. Our last problem is the perimeter of a rectangle is 52 inches, and here we go with the less than. And this is an important step in this problem as we go. So again, we're going to use the same formula. We're going to make our P now our 52. And we're going to look up here and say, okay, the length is 4 inches less than, so whatever comes here has to go back up front. Has to in this one. The other one you could have left it, but we switched it anyway because this was coming up. So 4 times the width, so again I'm going to use 4w, less than 4. Now if I would have left it as 4 minus 4w, it wouldn't have come out correct. So I'm going to use this for my L, so 4w minus 4 plus my w to finish my problem. Now this one I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to do distributive property first, and then we'll do like terms second, just so you can see the difference between the two. So I have 52 equals 2. Oh, we're going to do distributive property, so let's get rid of that. So we're going to take this, and we're going to go 2 times 4, which is 8w, 2 times a negative 4, which is a negative 8. And we're going to take our 2 times just a w, and that's going to give us 2w. So now I'm going to take care of distributive property. We're going to finish with like terms. So my like terms here are 8 and 2. So I have 52 equals 10w with a negative 8. So I'm going to add 8 here, add 8 here. These cancel. Left with 10w, and I add those two together, which gives me 60. I'm going to divide by 10, and I'm going to get a width of 6. Now, I'm going to take this 6 and I'm going to put it back in just like we did on the other one. So length equals 4, now times 6 minus 4. So I end up with 24 minus 4, which gives me a length of 20, and there are my two answers. So this will take care of hopefully helping you with the word problems for the perimeter for these types of problems.